To you Aries out here. So you have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and then you Aries have the Two of Pentacles. That's my dog. You all right? All right. Hopefully you can see me better. Anyway, so for you Aries, right? So the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So there's this, okay. So for you Aries, right, the Page of Pentacles speaks to how things are starting to organize for you, right? Your life is starting to make more sense. Things are starting to become a lot more clear as to what you want to do. I know how difficult it is sometimes to think about what you want to do when you have things going on and things may not necessarily be so clear in front of you. But now, like I said before, a lot of those projects are done, right? You've already done them, past tense. Now you have a better understanding of what you want to do now. And the Three of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, a lot of you Aries want to essentially travel. You want to do some traveling. You want to also, like I said, go on vacation somewhere else. Could be in your own city, right? Where you just not doing any work for the time being. And a lot of you Aries have a lot to look forward to, and you want to actually get to it. Okay. The Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun card right here, right, represents you just need to discipline yourself a little bit longer, because as it is that I said before, you're not completely out of the woods just yet. What I'm trying to say here is you Aries planning some sort of trip, something that you had to save up for, maybe a business deal, something, right? Something that you took a little bit of time to save. Yeah. Oh. Something that you took a little bit of time to save up for. It took a minute, right? It took some discipline for you Aries to actually have to plan this, get it done, whatever it may be, right? But it required cash, right? It required a lot of cash. And the Sun card right here represents, like I said before, you just have to remain. I'm coming to hang out with you. That's my dog over there. That's my dog over there. I'm coming to hang out with you. All right? Wink. Give me a wink. There you go. Good dog. Good dog. But so anyway, so it took a minute for you to save up or to get the funds to actually start going on said vacation that you want. You realize that it will take cash. It will take money, right? So that's what all of this was about. This was to where you can get on with your life, right? This big project, saving up. All of these, I call them projects. These are things that are not going to just get done immediately in one day. These are things that you're going to have to actually plan on, figure out. There's going to be a learning curve to this. The Tower and the Page of Swords, however, right, represents you may be thinking that it's taking a little bit while longer than what it is that you thought. But like it is that I said before, be patient. Then you have the Transition card, right? Or the Afterlife card, right? I can't say the D word. Interesting. Some of you Aries may also have some goofies coming by too. Some real goof troop characters, cartoon characters coming by, because you Aries may be trying to get this thing done, but either your significant other is acting like a real idiot because they want to take the money now to now start doing something else than what was agreed upon. If it's not, let me show you what I'm talking about. Sometimes I can live in my head and get ahead of myself as a Virgo, right? The Tower, the Page of Swords, and the Unalive card, right, represents problems that you have. Scorpio energy, problems that you're having. The problem, right, is the Page of Swords. Potentially a person standing in the way, or you needing to wait. There's a problem standing in the way of you actually doing what the top row says. The entire top row is these 5 cards. Going on vacation, relaxing, enjoying yourself, starting a new project, getting on to the next phase of your life, right? Moving forward. There's a problem in the way, right? Okay, there's a problem in the way. The problem is this 3 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, which has me thinking that it's a person that is an idiot person. Basically, you're in this relationship with them. They want to do something else all of a sudden. The 2 of you agreed upon, or maybe this is something that you Aries are trying to keep close to your chest, not reveal them that this is what it is that you want. But they're being such an idiot, they keep asking for money. They want all of this. They want all that. They want this trip and all that. You never go above your budget. Never. If there's, let me slow down. If you are trying to set yourself up for success, you in a relationship, you never go above your budget as far as like you trying to constantly have them go on trips. If you can, because what I'm trying to say here is this: if you can afford to do it, great, then go ahead and do that. But you going hard in the paint, right? Like, how do I say this, right? Like, let me explain what I'm talking about. I mean that the fact that, like, you get yourself into a relationship with somebody and then you good, right? Maybe you may take a trip, but now all of a sudden it's like this person wants you to take them on all these trips and do all this and do all that, do all this and do all that or whatever. Don't ever do that. The reason why is because I'm not saying that you can't do anything great with your significant other. I never said that. What I'm trying to say is if it just seems like they trying to do all this and all of that and all this and all of that, right? You got them in your life, and then now it's like the amount of money that you would need is 3, 4, 5 times what it is that you're able to make. That's a dub. That's a dub. I would, if I had a significant other, I might take them on a trip or 2, but I'm not going out of my way to take this person on trips. What am I going to take them on a trip for? I need to get a tax benefit off of it. Unless I'm going to go on a trip and I can write it off as a tax benefit where I actually looked for a house or a business to buy or something like this, whatever, where business was actually discussed for real. I'm not going on a trip. Get out of here, goofy. You be having people going on all these trips. That's how it is to get yourself in debt. Like I said before, I'm not, and see, this is why it is that I say that people end up getting played if you let me cook. People end up getting played because they'll be in a significant other. And this is why it is that I say F hypergamy. Because hypergamy says, soon as they get with you, now you want a house. Shut up. We ain't moving in no house. Get out of here with that, goofy. The house is $1 million, but I'm making 50,000. I make 5 figures. Your goofy behind want me to spend 7 figures. If you don't knock it off, them is 2 figures over my pay grade. You know how much, you know how heavy, I ain't even gonna go to there, but you know how much that is? You feel me? And this is how a lot of people end up getting played, because they take out a loan, they get a loan, they go to the bank, they take out a loan because they significant other is pressuring them, instead of them saying, hey, you better knock it off with all that pressuring. We ain't moving it anywhere. If you got that much of a problem, hey, dump me. Oh, well. That's what's going on with some of you Aries. And then for some of you Aries, even if you don't have anybody, there's this sense of you lonely now. You lonely. You feel like you want to get yourself into a meaningful relationship. You should have a significant other. Don't fall for that. I'm not saying that you cannot date, but what I am saying is finish one thing at a time. Solve one problem at a time. You done. Some of you are almost 100% done. Stick to that first and foremost before you go out there trying to find somebody. And even if you are finding and looking and stuff like this, do not let anyone ever pressure you into that. I can't explain to you, Aries, how many times I've seen people and I've heard of it. I ain't even gonna say any names, but pressure them into messed up situations because now they got all these bills. You know what it is that I tell my significant other? I would tell my significant other the truth. Listen, you asking me for a $1 million house and I'm making 50,000. I'm not doing that. And if my significant other got that upset and wanted to leave me because of it, I'm okay. I'm all right with that, because this is how people get played. Because I'm gonna tell you what happens. It's your significant other asking you to do impossible tasks is what this hypergamy trash is. That's the real game on it. They're asking you to do impossible tasks. So now you go to the bank, take out a loan when you should probably be looking at a line of credit. Those are two different, slightly different things, but one is more favorable than the other. You want to take out a line of credit and not just a bank loan. You got to know how. See, it's all a game. You got to know how to play the game, and you get it with knowledge, right? And then you'll have your house paid off in an earlier time with a lot less stress. Now, you still got some stress, but a lot less stress than taking out a bank loan. What most people do is they go ahead, they go to the bank, they get a loan, and then now the loan is jacked up with this, that, and the third. So now you're not paying $1 million if you'd have just bought it outright in cash or with a line of credit. Now you paying more than $1 million over the course of 30 years. When you sit down and you do the math, you really paying like 1.2, 1.1, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. And then you still got of course, your own living expenses. Why? And then what happens now to the relationship is the relationship goes in the basura, it goes in a trash can, right? It goes to filth due to the fact that it becomes that way because the person is now watching you struggle, trying to figure this problem that they done snowballed you into. You got yourself into an avalanche of problems. And then what do? We can't work out. Oh, well. And then they go off to somewhere. This is why I say, no. We're not over on this channel. We're not playing games. Hypergamy doesn't exist. If you want to say that it exists, then it's about usury. There's no exceptions to that, because any point of hypergamy, I could show and prove it's trash. Show and prove it that it's trash. That's why you got this is part of the reason why you get a lot of people in relationships who do break up over the money situation. Why? Because the person asks the other person to do impossible tasks that they know is impossible. And then they get so upset when one side says no. Why? Because these are people that think that money just should spend that way. No. That's why it is, Aries. I say you got to have your head on. Get out of the moralism. So let's clarify the Three of Swords. You got people telling their significant others, I want a house. You goofy. You gonna buy the house? What you telling me for? You gonna buy the house? No. So what you telling me for? I'm not buying it. We could break up if you want. I don't care. We can break up. Nine of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, two of Swords, and then you have the Seven of Swords. To clarify the Three of Swords. The Nine of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Right. You getting yourself into a relationship right now or looking for one, people are going to expect you to foot the bill. And that's not what it is that you want right now. You got to be looking to make sure to take care of yourself. Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, because they're not really being serious with you. Two of Swords, they're just looking for a come up. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're just looking for a come up. So focus on one thing at a time. When you get to where it is that you, Aries, want to go, then you can concentrate on relationships. Now you can afford to concentrate, literally. You got time on your side to concentrate on relationships. Right now, you got to stay focused. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. You know, we're coming up on 16,200. Can't believe how fast I'm growing. Really appreciate it, though. Oh, yeah, and come through and get my readings, because that's one of the ways on how I keep the channel going. It does help. You know, bills and everything like that got to be paid or whatnot. You know, keep the keep the internet connection going. But appreciate you.